What's good, Hellraisers? Yeah, that's right. That's what I start calling you guys. Anybody who wants to join the fitness family, you're more than welcome. We're all about helping each other grow and bettering each other. So, today's topic will be about rounded shoulders. Now, I briefly touched on this topic on my Instagram, but since I received a lot of personal messages regarding exercises, well, corrective exercises for shoulders, thought to myself, might as well do a video to elaborate and clear things up. So, I'll be explaining a bit the reason for rounded shoulders, and after that I'll introduce 3 or 4 exercises to correct that and correct your posture. Stay tuned. Now before I move forward with the explanation, I'd like to give you guys an example of rounded shoulders using celebrities that probably everyone watching this video is familiar with. Now the first one is Tom Hardy playing Bane in Batman. When Bane was first seen on Batman, everybody wanted similar traps. Gym goers just kept banging out traps like there's no tomorrow. Now it's important to keep in mind that traps are a very high maintenance muscle, which means you have to hit it regularly to see results. Unless you're on steroids, of course, but that's a whole different topic. Now coming back to this picture, as you can see, Bane's traps seem huge from the front, and a lot of you might not see what is wrong. Hopefully the next picture will help clear things up. Here you can clearly notice the rounded shoulders. Now the shoulder's original position is centered with your body, while here they round forward, which also causes the traps to round forward, giving the illusion of having massive traps. Now Tom Hardy did develop some great traps in the training for the movie, but these were exaggerated probably by the producers to create a stronger and more impressive image. Now another well-known athlete is Conor Mcgregor. Now this dude definitely has some impressive and unique training techniques, no one can deny that, but here again, you can see the rounded shoulders that sort of project the shoulders to the front of the body and emphasizes the traps. Now that you have an idea of what rounded shoulders are, let's look at the reasons. Now on the left side, we are presented with a neutral posture. As you can see, everything is in line. On the other hand, if you look at the right side, we can quickly tell that the rounded shoulders cause quite some trouble. Now the first problem comes from having tight pecs. On Mondays, a swarm of lifters rush to the gym to hit chest day. Bench press, dumbbell press, incline, decline, superset, drop set, push-ups, presses over presses over presses. Especially when performing the upper body bench press that I discussed in a previous video, the shoulder and chest will get very tight and pull your shoulders forward. Now training chest so much and not giving as much importance to the antagonistic muscle, being the back or more precisely the lower traps and serratus anterior as seen in the image, will only add to the severity of the shoulder advancement. Once this starts developing, lifters start having the illusion that they're building traps, and that their shoulders are suddenly packing on some massive size. Now this will cause a tendency to start hitting front shoulders and especially the traps directly with heavy weights. Now upright rows seem to be the preferred exercise for most lifters, and this will add to the complexity of the situation by making the upper traps very tight, which eventually adds to the rounding and creates a bigger arch in the upper back. This can also be seen in the picture. Now the combination of these 3 factors cause the weak, deep neck muscles. Now you don't have to train muscles directly in order to correct this, unless of course you're an MMA fighter or a martial artist that needs strong neck muscles, but usually correcting these 3 main factors will resolve the issues. Now it's important to keep in mind that excessive shrugging does put a lot of stress on the neck. Moving on to the exercises. In addition to the weak lower traps, I found that most lifters suffering from rounded shoulders also lack posterior delt development. Therefore, the 4 exercises that I will show you guys hits both the posterior delts or back of the shoulders as well as the lower traps. Now the first exercise is performed with bands. This is a great way to warm up the area and help blood flow. Now you should perform this exercise before pretty much any workout, whether it be chest day, back day, or shoulder day. Now first, perform these in a very slow and controlled manner, and then you can pick up the speed and resistance when you feel comfortable enough with the movement. Now try to really focus on squeezing and possibly even pausing for 1 second at the full extension position. Start with a very low resistance band, and with time, progress through the resistance. Now here I'm using a 10 kg band followed by a 15 kg band for a combination of 25 kilos. Moving on to the second exercise. Now this one resembles a dumbbell shoulder fly, but your torso should be touching your legs. Now there's two ways of doing this exercise and they differ by the way that you hold the dumbbells. For beginners, try to make sure your palms are facing each other, exactly like a normal shoulder fly. Now more advanced lifters can move on to the grip that I'm using in this video, where your palms are facing backwards. Leave your ego outside the gym on this one, because you need to go very light. Please do not go heavy on this one, as this will cause two things. The first is that most probably your back muscles will start to take over, and then it's no longer the intended exercise, and second is that you'll probably end up injuring yourself. For those that have a difficulty feeling the muscle work or have a problem with the position, can try this cable version of the exercise. Now I advise you to start unilaterally, which means that one arm is used at a time. This will prevent jerking of the weights and will help you focus more on the movement. You can clearly see here that I'm fully contracting at the end point before slowly bringing the cable back to its starting position. Again, keep the weights light. This is an exercise you want to boast to your friends about. Lastly, the good old face pulls. Now this exercise is widely used in physiotherapy and there's a really good reason behind it. It works wonders. Now this exercise targets both the lower traps and the back of your shoulders. Now make sure to use the grip that I'm seen using in the video, as it causes the least stress on your shoulders. Now I see a lot of lifters using grips where their palms are facing the floor, and that's only due to the fact that you can lift much heavier with that grip. Again, don't fall in the ego trap, as it's only going to move the focus away from the area we want to target. Now keep it control and make sure to squeeze as hard as you can. I hope you guys learned a few things in this video and enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like button. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Don't hesitate to drop a comment on any video ideas you'd like to see in the future. Have a great weekend, Hellraisers. Peace.